Hey guys, welcome to my Natural Academia, and in today's video we're going to be doing a Q&A. So today we're on my couch. I asked you guys a few weeks ago, or the people that follow me on Instagram at least, to ask me some questions because I have been MIA for a while. A lot has changed, a lot has happened, so a lot of things caused me to digress from being on social media as much. But I asked you guys a few weeks ago to ask me some questions about anything. I didn't have a particular subject or anything like that. It's any questions, but you guys know, like, I do make videos on natural hair and stuff, so some of the questions are on natural hair and some of them are like about me in my personal life. So if you're interested, just keep watching. So I'll put the questions to the side of me so you guys can see who asked the questions or if you asked the question. So the first question says, how do you resist taking out protective styles? I love wearing my fro, but I really want to grow. She probably meant I really want it to grow. What I'm learning about protective styles is, like, you have to put a protective style on your hair that you actually like. If you don't like it, then you probably will want to always take it out. There's nothing really wrong with wearing your hair out all the time. It's just personally not for me. I rarely ever like have my hair in, you know, in its little afro state. Only on special occasions I'll wear my hair out, but majority of the time it's in like my chunky braids or some sort of protective style, like mini braids or twists or like beads or something like that. The maintenance of leaving my hair out at least kind of makes me not want to wear it out. But my advice for that would just be to find protective styles that look good on you and that you like and that you would want to wear for more than like 2 weeks. For me, like, my chunky braids are a protective style that I find looks cute on me and my face, and I feel comfortable walking around with it. I don't feel like I look crazy. I mean, when it starts to look a little ashy, I do feel like I look crazy, but for the most part, like, it's something that I feel like I'm comfortable in, and it looks good on me. I do plan on doing something in the soon future. Yeah, something soon where I'll accumulate like a bunch of, or not a bunch, but I'll accumulate every so often like hairstyles that I feel like I want to try out with you guys, because I'm you know, in this part of my life or in this season of my life where I just kind of want to encourage myself to try different things, especially with my hair, because I never really wear it out. So yeah, that's something that I advise, just finding hairstyles that look good on you. And you, like, everybody is different, so I would suggest the chunky braids, but not everybody is suited for that. So probably like scroll through Pinterest, or Instagram has like a good catalog of pages that cater to different types of hairstyles, so I'd suggest that. Someone asked what my favorite song is. I don't really have a favorite song. I listen to pretty much anything you can think of except for EDM and like super loud things. Well, yeah, I listen to a lot of different things, but chill versions of those things. So maybe I do listen to EDM and country and stuff, but I don't listen to the extreme versions. But anything you could think of, I really listen to. I don't have a favorite song in particular, but let me scroll through my I don't use SoundCloud. I meant to say Spotify, but what have I been listening to recently? Well, there's a song by like Chris Brown. It's called Sleep at Night. That's something that like I found like 2 days ago, and I've been like obsessed with it. And then I'm kind of like I don't want to say die hard, but I am a fan of Nicki, so I listen to like all of her releases. So Princess Diana came out like a week ago from today, so I've been listening to that. And then she had the song with Young Boy that I really liked, and then SZA came out with her album, so I listened to those. And then I listened to Chloe's album. There's a few songs on there that I really liked. And then the rest are like, I listen to a lot of French music. I listen to a lot of Afrobeat music. I listen to a lot of like Creole, Haitian music, because you guys know I'm Haitian. Mariah the Scientist, she's one of my favorite artists. Like, I would show you guys, but I don't think you'll be able to see. I don't know. But those are what I listen to. The next question, I don't know if it's really a question because it's phrased as a sentence and then it goes into a question. But anyways, need help with starting natural hair. What products do I slowly start out with that you use? For starters, like, the products that I used at the beginning of my natural hair growth experience, or journey rather, are not the same ones that I use today. But I can give you some recommendations of like staples that I would recommend to anyone starting out their natural hair growth journey. Those things are like a shampoo. It doesn't even have to be something name brand. When I first like started taking care of my hair on my own, I used to use Suave. and I use their shampoo and conditioner. I don't want to recommend that because everybody's hair chemistry is different, but what I will recommend is, yeah, so find you a nice little cheap shampoo, a nice little cheap conditioner, and some moisturizing products. You really don't need more than 1 or 2 moisturizing products, and I would recommend finding a oil-based moisturizer and like a cream of some sorts. I didn't really start using creams until like a few years ago, like 4 years ago now. Like almost 4 years ago now, because I started using it when I started college, and I'm about to graduate in a few weeks. But yeah, I would recommend shampoo, conditioner, an oil-based moisturizer, and a cream. So those are the 4 things that I recommend. If I had to say a brand, Aussie Moist is pretty affordable, and I feel like it works on too many hair textures for it not to work on your hair texture. So try those out because it's, you know, I think it's pretty accessible. You can find them on Amazon, or if you live in the US, like Walmart, Target, places like that, or even like the Dollar General store. I don't know, child. But those are some things that I would recommend. As far as like moisturizers go, there's a lot of like, how do you say it in English? I'm gonna just say pomade, like a lot of like grease, hair grease. I'd recommend hair grease because it works on my hair, but if it doesn't work on your hair, I'd recommend like an oil, like some sort of hair growth oil. I used to use hair oil, or you can use olive oil depending on how your hair chemistry is and how your hair reacts to it. But some sort of oil, and then some sort of cream. You really can just go to the store and just have at it. That's what I did my first year. So to sum that question up, what products do you slowly start with starting off your natural hair growth journey? I would recommend shampoo, conditioner, oil-based moisturizer, and then a cream. My camera's about to die and I cannot figure out where I put the other one. But anyways, the next question is, what are you majoring in? I'm a biomedical sciences major. I changed my major like 4 or 5 times throughout college. I started off as psychology, and then environmental science, and then chemistry. Oh wait, no, I lied. I started off as psychologist, then I went to biomed, and then I went to environmental science, then I went to chemistry, and then I went back to biomedical sciences. So I'm stuck with biomedical sciences. I can't change it now. So that's what I'm majoring in. The next question is, when we doing our next hair growth challenge? That is funny. I usually do them every summer, so from June to however long. I might do it this year from only June to August, or from July to September. Only like 2 or 3 months. I don't plan on doing them for 6 months this year, because no, because I really be out here looking busted and y'all be encouraging it, and I don't like that. I'm just kidding. Y'all don't encourage me to do it, but I do it for a pretty long time. But this year I'm only gonna do it for like 2 or 3 months. Next question says, I've hit a plateau with my hair growth and don't know how to get past it. I do plan on making a video soon on that question. So I won't say too much for now, just because I really haven't done too much research on it. But I personally feel like I did at least hit a plateau a few months ago for my hair growth, and a lot of it was attributed to things that were happening in my personal life. It wasn't even that my hair stopped growing. I just completely just stopped retaining my length. And then I felt like my hair, like I know how much my hair grows every month, and it wasn't hitting the mark, girl. Like it was growing a little bit less than what it usually did. So I will save that question for a future video that I plan on doing a little bit more research on, so I can like educate myself and you guys on what I find. Someone asked what my dream vacation spot is. I don't really have a dream vacation spot. Since coming to this country, the US, since, you know, I came here when I was like 4, I haven't left. Since I came to the US, I haven't been back to Haiti. So that's one place that I feel like I would want to go first before I go anywhere else. I have no desire in my heart to really travel, as sad as that sounds. Maybe I'm saying that because I've never really experienced anything outside of like Florida, but I don't really have the desire in my heart to see too many places. If I want to go to the beach, like Florida has plenty of beaches. There's just so much to do in the US. Like I don't know. I really don't have any desire right now to go into any particular place. If I had to choose, it would be like the country of where I'm from, because I haven't seen it since I was like 4, and I don't really remember too much about it. Someone asked what makes me happy. I really enjoy being alone, as sad as that sounds, but I'm happiest when I'm in control of my own time, my own things. Like sitting in my apartment and recording this video right now, just being in my own space, that makes me happy. The fact that I like own my car, that makes me happy. Just like resting in my own solitude makes me happy. Does that make sense? Yeah. You know what's crazy, because I recently just did like a research paper on happiness as you age, and what I found is that as you age, you become well, happiness has more to do with contentment than it has to do with like material things or anything like that. So if you're truly content and happy with the decisions that you make in your life, you are more likely to show symptoms of happiness. And a lot of times people don't get to that mind frame of contentment, not until like, you know, they're stable in their lives and things like that. So as you age, you grow in contentment for the things that you have. And when you're younger, sometimes like you know, not even sometimes, a lot of times you kind of just want to grind to get more stability. So you don't really have that stability yet, or other people are in control of your own stability, so you're not as content. I hope that made sense. But yeah, it's very interesting stuff. Someone asked, how's college going? Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be such a like driven person when it came to like education, but really after COVID 2021, it's now 2023, 2021 and after, I really lost my drive. Like I lost my will to want to learn, and it really, you know, kind of messed me up. Right now it's going well because it's coming to an end. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I graduate in 2 weeks, so college is going good because it's about to end for me. But it was kicking my butt in 2021 and 2022. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, but it's going well so far, I guess. Someone said, hi darling, please, I have a thick hair, one single thick hair. How can I make my 4B hair soft and manageable? There's nothing wrong with having thick hair, but I can understand, like, from the perspective of if it's a little bit harder to manage, like I can understand how that would be troublesome for you. But how can you make your 4B hair soft? My sister has like looser hair texture than I do. It's still, you know, pretty thick in itself, and something that I saw her doing growing up that I also started doing a few years ago is conditioning my hair more. Conditioning is probably one of the easiest ways to make, or not make, well yeah, conditioning your hair is probably one of the easiest ways to help your hair become softer. I found that when I used to condition my hair overnight, my hair would become like overtly soft. I wouldn't recommend conditioning your hair overnight, but I would recommend like trying to condition your hair every wash day, and instead of the recommended 30 minutes, try doing it for like an hour or two, and that would help. Yeah, that's my recommendation on that. But I feel like that's an inappropriate thing for me to say, so if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let this person know down below. Someone said, have I ever considered getting locks? And yes, I don't say it enough, but I do want to get locks. I don't see myself getting it till like I'm like in my 30s, like maybe early or mid 30s. Right now I'm 22. My birthday was 2 weeks ago. So many things have changed, guys. Like I don't know, but anyways, I don't really see myself getting locks until like I'm around like early 30s or mid 30s, if I even make it that far in life. Hopefully I do, child, but the way this world is looking, I don't even know. But I really just I don't know, I feel like I would love the look of locks on myself, but right now I'm enjoying my hair. This is the longest my hair has ever been, and this is, I feel like you know, I went through a point of unhealthiness, and I feel like my hair has gotten back to being like super healthy. So I'm kind of like enjoying my hair right now, and I will be for the next few years before I completely like make such a, it is reversible but kind of like permanent in a sense, and I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Someone said, what's my favorite food, or asked rather what my favorite food is, and I like anything pasta. I couldn't even tell you what my favorite food is because I'm always eating pasta. Any pasta. My favorite shape of pasta would probably be like panini, or the big circular, I don't remember what it's called, but when I find it, I'll put it on the screen. It's the big ones that you stuff with like things and then you bake it. I like those ones, but anything pasta related. It used to be chicken alfredo, but I'm kind of like dead on that. Right now it's just anything pasta. Recently I've been making like, I don't know, I just been making a lot of pasta, girl. So my favorite food is well, I guess I would say like Italian food. I love ravioli. I love spaghetti. I love fettuccine. I love like panini, anything, girl, pasta. That's my favorite. I ask myself why, child. I don't know. I have like a personal Instagram sometimes I really be like talking to myself like I don't know who I am. I don't know why I asked why. I didn't even finish the sentence, but we're gonna move on from that. How are you really is the next question. I was not doing well a few months ago. I was doing like very bad, like with my mental health and things like that, which caused me to like seclude myself from a lot of things that bring me happiness, like, you know, creating videos and things like that. Caused me to neglect myself a lot. But now I feel like I'm in a better place. I went and spoke to somebody about the things that were going on in my mind, and they kind of helped me to overcome that. I had a terrible habit of losing motivation easily. Like my motivation goes, or used to go, from like peaks to valleys, like very high peaks, and then I would just crash. And then talking, you know, to the person, it helped me realize that that is not normal. Like motivation should be like in waves and not peaks and valleys, because my highs were very high and then my lows are very low. But he explained to me that it should be like waves, like, because you're always gonna have your bad days, you're always gonna have your good days, but it should never be at such extreme. Okay, so my camera definitely died. Hopefully the orientation of this setup is not too different from what it was before. But moving on, someone asked, how have you been? And I think I kind of answered that in the previous question, but I actually have a lot of how are you questions. I'm doing good now. Am I great? No. But like, is life always great to people? No. I'm doing a lot better than I was at the start of this year, for sure. So that is to all of the how are you questions, and to all of the how have you been questions. Well, someone said no question, we're glad that you're back, and thank you. That is very appreciative. There's a circle on the screen. I don't know why it's there. Anyways, someone asked what I've been up to. So that's a little bit different from the how are you questions. What I've been up to is, well, I'll say from different aspects of my life. As far as like YouTube goes, what I've been up to with that, I'm in the process of like trying to create a podcast. Well, not trying to, I'm in the process of creating my podcast. I'm still in the works of like figuring out what the name of it is going to be, and how I'm going to like structure it. I have ideas for different, I don't want to say topics, but you know how like within something there are other things like subsections. So I have ideas for the little subsections of the podcast that I want to talk about, but I don't have a name for it yet, and I don't really know what my audience is or what my target audience will be. So that's what I've been doing as far as like content creating goes. I've been trying to be more outside. I don't know if you noticed, probably not, but I don't really be posting like that on social media. I'm trying to do more of that. My goal this year was to take more pictures. It's on my vision board, but I kind of lacked the first few months of this year because, you know, a lot went on, so that changed things a little bit. But I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent on posting here. It's a little bit difficult, especially like when I'm in school full-time and I work full-time. Well, not really full-time, partly full-time, I guess. So I work and then I go to school. Going to school, like college, and these classes that I'm taking like 17 credits, and the max you can take is 18. So you can only imagine the workload that I have. So I'll every single day of the week, except for Saturdays, surprisingly, unless I have an exam, like I always have an assignment to do. So that's what I've been doing as far as that. In my personal life, what I've been up to, I've been trying to get my mental health together, girl. I really have. I've been trying to eat healthier. I've been trying my hardest to work out, but I got scammed. Not really scammed, but manipulated by EOS Fitness. And yes, I will say EOS Fitness because y'all did try to manipulate me, and y'all actually succeeded. But I've been trying to work out in my home. I have a little like gym area that I created when, you know, at the beginning of this year, I created a little gym area in my apartment that I've only used probably like 3 times. I got the gym membership to try to encourage myself to go outside more, but I'm such a homebody child. Like it is not for me. What else have I been doing in my personal life? I've been shopping a lot lately. Oh, girl, yeah, I'm graduating in a few weeks. I have been trying to focus on getting that together. I didn't want to graduate at first. Like, not that I didn't want to like graduate with my degree. I obviously wanted my degree, but I didn't want to walk the stage. I didn't really want to acknowledge the day or anything like that, just because I have a very terrible experiences with when major things happen in my life. There's like crickets as far as like support that I get from people, and it's always been like that since I was like young. Like when I used to like, and I know it's for all of like my siblings, I guess, and you know, whatever. I really don't care. But it affects people. It affects your child when you are not there for them. And granted, the people that raised me were not my parents, so they were not expected to be there. But when I have like I used to run track, when I have track meets, or when I have like little events at schools, because I used to participate in a lot of things when I was younger, all of those things, like no one was ever there for me. My graduation, the only person that was there was my sister, and that she was only there because she was graduating at the same time that I was graduating. Like when you have these things, like these major events that happen to you as a child and no one's there to support you, like I'm not, it caused me to really not care about special events. Like I have to force myself to care about my birthday. I didn't do anything this year just because like I let the birthday blues get to me, which I hate. I'm realizing that I have to force myself to acknowledge myself. As much as I would have liked the support when I was, you know, younger, and it caused me to really not care about special events, I am and should be my biggest supporter. So I'm forcing myself to graduate. Graduation, like everything that has to do with graduation and being like a girl, I'm a pretty girly girl in my personal life. I think. Sometimes I walk around looking a little crazy, but at heart, I'm you know, a girly girl. And I really like nice things. So I've been shopping a lot. I've been buying a lot of things just to make this day very special for me. I don't know where I was going with this, but long story short, I've been trying to get my life together as far as graduation and be my biggest support and just get everything that I want to get myself to acknowledge the amount of work that I put into these like last 4 years. So that's what I've been doing as far as like education personally. I'm trying to get the heck out of this apartment because I hate living here. I have a creepy neighbor that has done a lot of creepy things. I don't know how I keep falling into these situations or circumstances where I'm always near someone that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like at my last apartment, I almost got kidnapped. Here, like my neighbor is just super creepy. He like followed me to my car once, and he's just so weird. And I'm privy to the fact that like in life, with whatever like you believe in, like in life you'll continuously be tested on things so that you can pass it, and you'll never, you know, move on to the next level of something if you haven't passed the last test. And I don't know what it is about creepy people that I have not passed, or the test of creepy people. Maybe it has to do with standing up for myself, because I'm very like non-confrontational. Like I'd rather like shut my mouth and not say anything at all when I'm uncomfortable than speaking up and telling somebody like what you're doing makes me feel uncomfortable. So maybe that's what it is, but I just don't like how everywhere I go it seems like trouble follows, and it's not even like I'm inviting the trouble. Why do I have a creepy neighbor? You know what I mean? Why was I almost kidnapped? I just don't understand. Questions, okay? Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, so I did post this question on my Instagram around like February, like I think early February, and I'm just now getting to like recording these questions. But someone did ask, do you have a Valentine? And if I can think back, I don't think I did. Yeah, girl, no. I am out here in these streets. It's hard out here for a pimp, but I'm doing my best to keep my head afloat. Men are weird. Everyone's weird, but men are weird-ish. Maybe, I don't know, girl, but no Valentine. How are you? Happy to see you again. I'm good. Thank you for seeing me again. I don't know. But seriously, I really appreciate you guys for sticking around as much as you guys have and still caring about me enough to ask these questions. This is the last question that I have, but this last question I think is a good question. But what are some things that are currently making you happy? I think someone already asked that question in the beginning. I don't know, but I'm gonna answer it anyways. Oh yeah, I did answer it. Something that makes me happy is resting in my solitude. Like I really do like being alone. So what other things make me happy? What are some superficial things I think? Let me think of some superficial things that make me happy. I like shopping. That makes me very happy. I like buying myself things when I'm sad, which is not good, but it makes me feel good. I love watching animated things. I think maybe my mind is still stuck in my traumatic days of like being a child and not being able to watch TV because we had no cable. But I really do like anything like Pixar, DreamWorks, anything animated, cartoonish. Like I love watching it. There was a point in my, I guess, adult life, I didn't really stop watching Boss Baby till I was like 20. I really like anything animated. I don't know, it's something about it. And it's the fact that, you know what it is? I think it has to do with the fact that they wear the same clothes all the time. and I really like stability. So when I look, like, I know what to expect when I watch Boss Baby, you know what I mean? I know what to expect when I watch the Simpsons, or like when I watch any DreamWorks movie. I kind of have an idea of what to expect. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I do like animated things. There was a point where I was obsessed with K-drama. I don't really watch it as much anymore because of school. I've been kind of like busy with that. I like to eat. I've been gaining a lot of weight. I don't know why, but I guess I need to stop eating. I like plants. What else do I like? I'm starting to like to drink wine, but the other day, you know, I had some and I had the worst hangover ever, and also followed by back pain. I don't know if that had any correlation, but I'm starting to like wine a little bit more. Does that make me happy? No, but do I like it? Yes. I can't really think of any other superficial things that I like things that just like meaningless things that make me happy. I can't really think of too much. I guess not too many things make me happy then. Above all else, I do like my solitude. I like being alone, so that's something that I enjoy a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I do plan on going live soon at some point because I really want to communicate with like the people that watch me live, because I feel like you guys have a more intimate, or get to see a little bit more intimate version of me, and I feel like you guys will have great ideas as far as like podcast names and things like that. If you guys have any ideas, let me know down below. It won't solely be based on hair. I don't want to keep the Natural Academia name. I want it to be a little bit different. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for that, definitely let me know down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding anything that I said throughout this video, let me know down below as well, and I'll be happy to answer. And I'll see you guys next time.